The kitchen table is now cleared, but Margaret and Betty linger over their cups of tea, enjoying the warm afternoon. Margaret. You know, Betty, this has been such an eye-opening conversation. I really feel like I'm starting to understand this online security business. But is there anything else I can do to protect myself? Betty. Actually, there is one more thing, Margaret. It's called two-factor authentication, or 2FA for short. It's like adding an extra lock to your front door. Margaret. Another lock? But I thought strong passwords were enough. Betty. They are a great start, but sometimes those digital pickpockets find sneaky ways to get around even the strongest passwords. That's where 2FA comes in. It's like having a security guard check your ID before letting you in, even if you have the key. Margaret. So, how does it work? Betty. Well, imagine logging into your bank account. You enter your username and password, but then the bank sends a code to your phone. You have to enter that code as well to get access. Margaret. I've seen that before, but I always thought it was a bit of a nuisance. Betty. It can be a little extra step, but it's worth it for the added security. Think of it this way. Even if someone steals your password, they can't get into your account without that code from your phone. Margaret. That makes sense. So it's like having two keys to the same door. Betty. Exactly. And it's not just codes either. Some websites use fingerprint scanners or even face recognition. It's all about proving that you are who you say you are. Margaret. That sounds very high-tech, but I'm not sure I'm comfortable with all that. Betty. You don't have to use it for every website, Margaret. Just focus on the most important ones, like your bank accounts and email. It's like adding extra security to your most valuable possessions. Margaret. That's reassuring. So, strong passwords and this 2FA, those are my best defenses against those digital pickpockets? Betty. Exactly. You're well on your way to becoming an online security expert, Margaret. Margaret beams with pride. Margaret. Well, Betty, I can't thank you enough for sharing all this with me. I feel much more confident about navigating this digital world now. Betty smiles warmly. Betty. Anytime, Margaret. We have to look out for each other, and knowledge is our best weapon. Now, how about we put that knowledge to the test and do a bit of online shopping? The two friends laugh, ready to embrace the online world with confidence, armed with strong passwords, two-factor authentication, and a newfound sense of digital empowerment.